Welcome. On today's model home tour, I don't even know where to start. This builder is all about the finishes, and my jaw drops every time I turn a corner in this home. This is the Cushman with basement by Toll Brothers, and it is a 4-bed, 4.5-bath, 4,065 square foot home of absolute perfection. This home is located on the cliffside in the new luxury neighborhood of Lacamas Hills in the highly sought after community of Camas, Washington. So this exclusively Toll Brothers master plan community includes 2 different collections of homes to choose from. The Patio, which are 1- and 2-story homes just like this one, and the Huron, which are 2- and 3-story homes. So let's get in here and take a look. Now that we are inside, I'm going to give you the disclaimer that I give every single time, and that is I'm going to walk you through this home just like I would walk through with a client or a friend or a family member. I'm going to talk over everything that I see and love, not only about this house, but about the community as well. And we'll talk a little bit about things people bring up when we do tour these homes. So this is not the first time I have been in this home. I have toured this home multiple times with clients, and it is a stunner if you can't already tell. Well, the first thing everybody makes comments about when we step foot in this home is number one, how absolutely tall the ceilings and doors are, and also that chandelier right there in the entryway. I will let you know that things like that stacked stone wall there on the right are upgrades that would be available after you move in, where we would get you a contractor to come in and do that accent wall for you. As we round the corner, you're going to see the closet there in that first bedroom, and then all of a sudden, there it is. It's actually a Jack and Jill style set of bedrooms and bathroom. There's my thumb because I'm great at recording. But in this bathroom, you're going to see we got dual sinks and lots of cabinet space available. People love this specific setup because, yes, these 2 bedrooms are fairly close to the front entry of the home, and with making them a Jack and Jill style, it keeps it very private. So it's almost ensuite style, and you're not going out the door to go to the bathroom. It's just right there, and you can just shut your bedroom door. Hey, and while we have a moment, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Cassandra Marks, also known as Realtor Cass. I have been in construction, restoration, and real estate for 13 years now, and I am super excited to be your guide to everything new construction here in Southwest Washington, Clark County, and Vancouver. I have worked with many buyers and many of the builders here in Southwest Washington, and I'm super excited to show you so many amazing homes and what we have to offer for you here in Southwest Washington. So as we continue on here, we just exited out that second bedroom and into the kind of the hallway area. We're going to come back to that one in a second, but I need to show you this. This is so cool. So this design in this house has so many available different like nooks and crannies and features, and one of them being a wine room. You got wine racks on the walls. You got a cooler down below to chill your wine. Love it. So we're going to continue on walking through here into that main living, dining, kitchen space, and it is a beauty. And this is one of the reasons why so many people love Toll Brothers as a builder, because look at all of the extras and all of the little details. So we've got that stacked stone fireplace. You've got those box beams on the ceiling that are just so beautiful, which matches the mount there above the fireplace. And we're just going to pan to the right here. The other reason people love Toll Brothers, and we talked about it a little earlier, was the high ceilings, but also the large windows. So that allows all of the nature to kind of come into the home. And that's why people move here, is because they love nature. They love being in nature. And so why not bring it in through all the light and in the windows on the back of this home? And if you look very carefully, when we look out this window, there it is. That is Lacamas Lake right there for you. But check out the covered patio. It's so usable here in the wintertime. Not only that, but they've also added a gas fireplace to the exterior. They've got fans up on the top for summers to keep you cool. And you can also add in some downdrafting heaters out there as well to just make it even more warm out in that area so you can enjoy it year round. So, since we're talking about the outside and the outdoors, let me tell you why people specifically love this community of Lacamas Hills. It's because it's kind of up on the hillside here, right on the northeast side of Lacamas Lake. It's got gorgeous views. You don't have to have the hillside house like this one. There are multiple other lots throughout this entire neighborhood, some back to green space, some are in the middle, and they build 2, 3 stories high. So you have panoramic views of the mountains. And the whole community itself is surrounded in trees. So you feel like you're just in nature, regardless of if you're in the house or out walking around on the streets. And this specific neighborhood of Lacamas Hills is fairly close to downtown Camas. It's probably about a 7-minute drive to downtown, or you are just steps away from the lake itself. And there's going to be lots of walking paths throughout this community and the adjacent property behind, which is going to be a natural protected area, and they will not be building in it. So hopefully, while I've been going on about the community, you were taking in how beautiful that kitchen is, and that island with the 2-color granite countertops, absolutely stunning. Here we've got the extra large French door fridge with 4 drawers for all of your produce. You can go down to the Camas Farmers Market and get all sorts of delicious goodies every single week to fill up those drawers. I highly recommend visiting it. Other things about this kitchen that I really enjoy is that it's got the gas burner top over there, and they've definitely upgraded the appliances in this home. Here we got a little walk-in space from the garage so you can hang all your jackets and put down your shoes. And then also we've got the little pantry space, which isn't so little. With a house this size, obviously you're going to want a larger pantry to keep all your goodies. You might need to store a couple of your larger appliances, countertop appliances in there, but I just love everything about this kitchen and how it has been put together. Those pendant lights are absolutely gorgeous, and they go so well with every other fixture here in this room. Because this home faces the lake from the back, I love the fact that they have put in the primary suite here on the back of the home. Also, one quick note, since this home is 2 floors and over 4,000 square feet, they typically do tend to put in multiple HVAC air movers. But here we've entered into the primary suite, and the details just don't stop here. That beautiful chandelier, we got a continuation of those beautiful box beams. And I love the accent wall that they have put up on the back here. That is an addition that you'll have to add afterwards, but this is giving you tons of ideas of what is possible to do once you move into this home. Here we've got the primary bathroom, and look at this shower. You got the rain style shower head on the ceiling, the regular shower head on the wall, floor to ceiling glass. It is just the most beautiful setup here. And one question I'm always asked is, with a shower like that, how warm is it? Well, it's as warm as you turn up the water, honestly. And I love a good hot shower. You're going to turn that water heater up nice and warm. But take a look at the built-in options here in the primary closet. Lots of drawers, lots of shelf space, lots of hanging space. They've done a really lovely job of using the space. There's some closets where you don't necessarily always use all the space because it's awkward. There's an awkward shape, an awkward layout, but this is one of the ones that is very well laid out. One thing you might not have caught looking at the shower, which I'll point out now, is that the on and off valves for both the shower heads are actually on the back wall. They're really close to the doorway to the bedroom itself. So you don't have to go in and get wet. But when you're wanting to adjust the temperature, you do have to kind of run back to the other side to either make it hotter or colder. But look at just the view out that window. Just keep thinking about this community and how much it's important to people in the Pacific Northwest to be part of nature. And you can just take it in. Every single window just draws you outside. So now a lot of people talk about what draws them to Camas itself. Well, obviously, it's a pretty affluent community. There's a lot of very beautiful homes, as you can see right here. There's an entire community that looks like this. It is amazing. There's multiple beautiful communities up on Prune Hill and on the north side, which is technically considered Washougal, but also Camas School District. And the city itself is very quaint, and you have a lot of small town feel when you go to the downtown area with the tree-lined streets and the small cafes and the restaurants and the boutiques. There's also wonderful activities to do down there. So there's a movie theater. Also, they have a lot of community events on the street down there in downtown where, like, First Fridays, you can go out and walk up and down the streets, and they have wine and activities, and you can go into the art galleries and see all sorts of things. So here we just took a quick look at the laundry room that is located here on the main floor. It is just past that wine cellar room. Now we're going to walk back into this area one last time and head downstairs. But I just want to take this room in one more time. I really do love that kitchen. I could totally see myself cooking at that kitchen and hanging out. But more details in this home that I want to point out that people have loved and brought up is obviously we still got that stack stone accent wall. They're bringing it throughout the entire house. Also, the style of lighting that they have on the stairs, it goes very well with the evening. So it's not too much. It's not too little. There's been many times where I'm in a house and there's like one or two lights on the stairs and I'm like, what is the point of it being? So now that we're downstairs, you can see that the ceilings down here are still high, the windows are still large, and they've got a nice little community room. But we're going to start off over here on the left-hand side with the bedroom and bathroom that is down on this ground floor level. Pretty much you could make this into an ADU down here because there is a little kitchenette area, well, actually a wet bar. But if you needed to, an exterior door or a path around the exterior of the house. So if you, like I said, needed some sort of an ensuite or an ADU, this basement would be great. But keep in mind that this is the last Cushman with basement in the community, but there are plenty of other Cushmans available with that main level living. Usually those are running about 2,500 square feet, and they can be in the 3 to 4 bedroom area as well. So you do have options, great views, great lots. I mean, I feel like every lot in this community is a good lot. So what are you thinking so far of this beautiful Cushman with basement? I mean, I feel like this house has just gone on forever and ever and ever. And when I have walked this house with clients, they're like, oh my gosh, there's more. But wait, there's more. So right here, this is where I'm going to say, but wait, there's more. One of my favorite rooms in this entire house is coming up here shortly. But first, let's just review through this room where we're at right now. And you've got a nice little wet bar and entertaining space down here. This is the area that I was talking about where you could potentially turn this into some sort of a small kitchen or a kitchenette, adding a couple different appliances down here. But the amazing features that this house has makes it so absolutely wonderful. So we got that wine fridge, and we also have a small little beverage fridge over here. So if you're going to put in your sparkling waters or anything like that, but you also have the sink as well, and plenty of shelf space for your spirits and beautiful display items, plants, anything you want to put up there. But look how they have just put this house together. A lot of people love that they have run the flooring up the wall, and they are still showing those box beams down here. But every single room seems to be designed and cohesive. It just flows throughout the whole house. So now I'm going to take you in that, but wait, there's more room. And that's right here to the right. So this additional space down here could be a bedroom, but they've made it into a room to hit golf balls in a VR session. So they've got a projector hanging down. This is a super cool addition. Obviously, this room is something that you cannot add on with Toll Brothers, but you could add on afterwards. And this will be the one unique home that will have this, since this is the model home, and eventually this one will be for sale when we get through the rest of the development. So you might have to wait a little bit if you want that VR room, but let's take you outside because nature and beauty is what you want to see. So here we've got another patio covered down here. Space for you to hang out. If this is an ADU style, they have their own private area because it's nice and covered. Right over that railing, we're going to get a little sneak peek of that here shortly as well, but you just take in the beauty from the lake and the blue skies and the beautiful trees. The Pacific Northwest is absolutely stunning, and so many people move here because they love the outdoors. And a lot of people, they're like, oh, it's really pretty. They see it on pictures on the internet, but then they get here and their jaw drops and it's just like, wow. Another thing that I'm super wowed about, and a couple of my clients have been who have built with Toll Brothers, is just how amazing the staff is on site there. So you've got Marilyn and Brittany and Karen. They're absolutely phenomenal at what they do and just representing Toll Brothers as a community. Also, my clients have talked about, going to and working with the people in the design center and with the electrical folks and just the foreman. Everyone that they have met that has worked with Toll Brothers has been absolutely amazing. And when it comes to building with Toll Brothers, there's 3 different kind of styles of homes that you can get. And I'm not talking about interior, exterior. I'm talking about build time and how much you want to be involved in the process. So there's kind of 3 that we'll go over here. And one of them is the to-be-built homes. And that's what a lot of these homes are here in this community because of the popularity. A lot of people are just gobbling up the lots the second that they get released by the builder and then choosing to, everything from the inside to the outside. They know what the style of house is going to be, but then they get to pick the exterior color. They get to pick all the beautiful finishes. And so that process usually takes around 8 to 12 months. Next is the semi-designer appointed homes, and depending upon where Toll Brothers are in the construction process, you may still be able to make some design choices. And if that's the case, you would have a quicker build time than that 8 to 12 month time frame, as the home would already be under construction. And finally, there are those fully designer appointed homes, also called quick move-in ready homes, where the design options are finalized and cannot be changed. But these usually have the quickest move-in at 2 to 7 months. And it's pretty nice because sometimes making all those decisions can be difficult. So with these quick move-in ready homes, there are sometimes builder incentives that are offered where they could be offering maybe help with some closing costs or to buy the rate down for a special interest rate. It just kind of depends because builders are building these homes and they want someone to purchase them and they don't want them kind of sitting on their inventory. And there are some amazing homes. Don't get me wrong. Just because you did not design it does not mean it's not absolutely beautiful, because these designers at Toll Brothers know what's popular and how to design an amazing home. So there you saw, we just walked out and took a look out the patio. You could see the little extra living space out down below with that fireplace, but we're just taking in the inside here. I love that light down the stairs. Every time I walk by it, it catches my eye. It goes so well with the railings, that matte black railing, and just every other part of this home. So what have you thought so far? This has been a super long tour, tons to take in, both about Toll Brothers, about the extra amenities and access in this neighborhood. Also, just the beautiful finishes here in this home. I need to know what you think. Lacamas Hills is one of 2 neighborhoods that Toll Brothers is currently building in here in Southwest Washington, the other being Northside, which is just 8 minutes up the road. But if this house maybe is not exactly for you, remember, you don't need to buy a 4,000 square foot home. There is a 2,000 to 2,500 square foot version of this Cushman with just 1 level. Or maybe you're looking for something with an epic 2-story fireplace. That would be the Quinault with basement right next door. I got that video up next for you. But thank you so much for hanging out today, and I'm going to leave you with this beautiful view of Lacamas Lake in Camas.